This week we're going to be making one of my favorite bread recipes, which is focaccia bread.
Yeah, and for those of you who saw our Easter vlog last week, you know that we're not short of flour. However, we can't find yeast anywhere, so we're going to be making yeastless focaccia bread.
All right, let's get started.
Okay. So we'll need 2 cups of flour.
Yep.
1 teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 6 tablespoons of olive oil.
Yep.
3/4 cups of milk.
Yep.
2 cloves of garlic crushed. A teaspoon of rosemary.
But we're going to use Italian herb seasoning, just put it on at the end.
And then a handful of parmesan.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay. Okay, so preheat the oven to 200.
Okay.
Drizzle olive oil onto a flat baking sheet. Okay, so sift 2 cups of flour.
Yep.
1 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking powder.
Okay. So I'm gonna add 2 cloves of crushed garlic. You can chop the garlic, but I used my garlic crusher. And then I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of milk. And then I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of olive oil. And we decided to use olive oil that has a little bit of like a peppery aftertaste to it. Okay, so I just finished mixing the dough, and I put flour down on the counter, so I'm just gonna take the dough out and put it down on the floured counter.
Okay, so the dough should be nice and soft. When we were looking for recipes, how to make focaccia, the authentic style, we came across the Marcella Hazan recipe, and she says the dough should be nice and soft. So, Cam, over to you. You're going to knead the dough back to Marcella Hazan. She says for 10 minutes. Go ahead, Cam.
All right. So right now I'm just kneading the dough. And what my mom told me earlier from the recipe that we found, as well as kneading it, you also need to stretch it out. So stretch it out and then fold it over and then keep kneading it. And you want to keep doing this for about 10 minutes. So I've just finished kneading the dough for 10 minutes.
So what you need to do now, Cam, is just sort of shape it into a circle, basically, a flat circle.
Okay.
So that we can lay it out on the baking dish, and we can poke holes, lay it out on the baking dish, put our olive oil and our parmesan on top, and then cook.
Okay. So I just rolled out my dough into a circular shape, and now I've just started poking some holes. So you just want to poke a few holes into the dough using your fingers, and then you're gonna pour a little bit of olive oil over it, and add about a handful of parmesan. So I put my oven gloves on because last time I didn't wear them and my mom got upset. So now I'm gonna put my bread into the oven. So you're gonna leave it to bake in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes, and about 8 to 10 minutes in, I'm gonna check on the bread, and I'm also gonna put some of our Italian seasoning on and then put it back in the oven. So it's about 8 minutes in, and I'm just gonna add some herbs on top of the bread, and then put it back in for another couple minutes. That's good. So I just took our focaccia out of the oven, and I must say, I do think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it came out really good, nice and soft actually.
Yeah.
So we're going to add some sea salt. Camille's got some sea salt. She's going to add it on top just to finish off.
Yeah. And you can add olive oil on top at the end if you want to, if you feel it needs it, but if not, then that's fine. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you. And if you have any favourite or traditional recipes that you would like us to try, just send us a note and we'll make that for you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.